Okay, good evening. Yeah, can you hear my voice? Yeah. Okay, thank you for joining us for the Term 3 education webinar tonight. Yeah, my name is David Lee, the admin manager of Pre-Uni New College head office. Yeah, nice to see you tonight. Yeah. Okay, firstly, thank you for your continued support for your child's study during the term. And yeah, it's nearly, we are approaching the end of the term 3. And yeah, the term test is now conducting online during this week. So I hope every students finish already. If not, please make sure you complete all the term tests by this Friday, so that we can assess your performance during the term and provide the term report at the end of the term. Thank you. Yeah, I just checked our students' term test performance. Yeah, an hour ago, and then yeah. So compared to the last term, I noticed many students have improved a lot. Yeah, this term. So thank you for all your effort and support for your trials again. And it was very great support, which is very important. Yeah. So this webinar is prepared by me for our year 3 parents, and especially for the parents who are concerned about their child's OC placement, OC exam next year. So tonight I will I will put more focus on information about OC 2023 OC placement test and all the important key dates, including application schedule and also test information, and the most up-to-date one, and also our preparation strategy until the exam date. Yeah. So yeah, getting into OC will be a very challenging goal for our year 3 students. Yeah. So to be able to succeed, yeah, we should be aware of all the important information and be well prepared in advance. Yes. Okay. Just a little housekeeping, before I started. If you have any question, you may leave your question on the chat box. But during the presentation, I won't be able to answer all your questions. Probably at the end of the presentation, I will make time for the Q&A, and I will have a look all your questions and answer as many inquiries as possible. Yeah. So yeah, during the presentation, yeah, I will just focus on delivering the information. Yeah. Okay. And also, we are recording this session, so after the webinar, you will be able to replay, okay, and catch up any missing part. Okay. Okay, let's get started then. Yeah. Yep. The opportunity class. Yeah. The OC is acronym opportunity class, which is very famous New South Wales education system for gifted and talented students. And they are located in government primary schools, and they will cater for academically gifted and talented students for year 5 and year 6 studies and high potential. So these classes will help students to learn by grouping together with a similar ability, and they will deliver more specialized teaching method and curriculum, educational material, which is good for highly achieving students. So as a result, we can say that OC students, they perform well in any selection test, like a selective high school placement test, private school scholarship test, NET plan, yeah, they perform very well, and yeah, they just boost up their school's rank, yeah, national. Yeah. So the getting into OC is a very good goal to set for your child. Yeah, it'd be good for it'd be also good for preparation for the selective high school exam. Yeah, so it's better to start well in advance and be familiarized and used to all the testing condition. Yeah, by applying the OC. Yeah. Okay. So in New South Wales, there are 75 OC schools available. So this table shows all the OC schools in New South Wales. And yeah, I highlighted the top 30 schools in yellow color. They are the most popular OC schools. Yeah. And most schools will cater just one or two OC. Yeah. For year 5, one year 5 OC and one year 6 OC. So year 5 entry will be 30 places. Most of the school will choose 30 students for their OC, and some school maybe 2 classes, yeah, 60. So mainly 30, 60, and some OC schools in out of Sydney, yeah, they cater just one class with 15 students. Yeah. So as you can see, Ataman Public School, 2 classes, 60 places available. And you can see the Hurstville Public School. Yeah, they have 2 OC classes for year 5. Yeah. So there are, and then Woollahra, yeah, they have 2 classes. Yes, something like that. So altogether, 1,840 places. Yeah. That's the available places. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so level of competition. Yeah. So OC exam is so popular for the year 12 parents, and every year over 14,000, 15,000 students applied for the OC places. So this year, yeah, there were 15,025 students, which is nearly 15% of all New South Wales year 4 students. They set for the OC exam. So to get a chance to get an offer from one of the 1,840 places. Yeah. So this means that only the top 12% from the applicants will have a chance to get in. Yeah. So that means, yeah, no early preparation for the test is going to be very hard. Okay. Very hard. Yeah. And also from this year, the Department of Education just announced a new equity placement model. So according to the policy, they will reserve maximum 20% of the OC places for the special group, like educationally disadvantaged background students. Yeah. So the underrepresented students like Aboriginal students and disability, and students who live far from in Sydney, rural, remote area. So they will reserve around maximum 20% of the places for those special group. That means the competition will be higher than before, yeah, for the general applicant. Yeah. So, yeah, but we need to be used to. Yeah. That's the government's decision. Yeah. So. Okay, next year's OC placement test will be Thursday, 27th of July, which is term 3, yeah, second week. Yeah. So that's the exam date. Yeah. So, okay, we have 10 months. It's perfect for the preparation of the exam for year 3 group. Yeah. 10 months. Yeah, we can make use of this 10 months, and we will make a child fully prepared for the exam. Yeah. It's good time. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at the key dates for the 2023 OC application process. The New South Wales Department of Education, there is a team, selective education team. That's the department. Yeah. The team will manage all the application and placement process during next year. And they will open the application website in late April. Based on this year's schedule, I think it will be 24th of April and just 2 weeks. So the application period will be around 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yes. So by middle of May, yeah. All intending parents must register and complete the application by the due date. Yeah. So there is the application portal website. Yeah. I will show you how it looks like. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, this is the website for OC application and also the selective high school application as well. So it will open again next year, April 2023 schedule, and you need to register first and create your account. Then you can start your application. Yeah. And also this website will be the communication tool between you and the department. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the presentation slide. Yeah. Okay. And the application should be confirmed by your child's school principal. So once you submit your application, and your school principal will check your details, and they may verify all the details of your child. And, if possible, they may leave some comment about your child, yeah, and confirm. Then your application will be confirmed. And just 2 weeks before the exam date, they will notify you with a test authority letter to confirm your application and all the test information and testing center location as well. Yeah. For the public school students, they will take the exam on their own school. Yeah. So they don't have to worry about the new location. But for the private school students, they will be allocated into some special external testing center. So they need to travel to the testing center on the day. So the test authority letter contains all the testing center information as well as the test information. So you should receive this letter, yeah. And you need to bring this letter on the exam date. Yeah. And the exam is 27th of July, just 1 day, centralized big test, yeah, in all New South Wales at the same time. Yeah, no additional test day, just one test day. Okay. Okay, and then we will find out the result in October. So this year's exam, last July, 28th of July was the exam date. And now our year 4 students are waiting for the outcome that will be released next month in October. Yes, we will see. Yeah. I'm quite excited to receive all the success story from our year 4 students. We will find out later. Okay. Yes, I just showed the application portal website here. So you need to go to this application site, and then you can submit your application. And if you want to make changes, yes, still you can change it through the this website. And also you can send a message to the team, get the reply, and also once the authority letter is ready, they will notify you and you can download from this website. And also the outcome will be released through this website. So all are, the centralized portal communication site. So there is no paper communication, all are online. Yes. So now we are living in the digital world. Yeah. Okay, so during the application, you need to choose the school, which OC school you want to get in. So you will be able to apply 2 schools. You can nominate the 2 schools, first school and second school. So first school means you are definitely want to get in. Yeah. You wish to get in. If it's not possible, then please consider second school. So 2 schools. If you just want to focus on just 1 school, then you can just put 1 school only. Yeah. So to make a good school choice, the reasonable school choice, you need to think about the school location, in New South 75 schools, all are different places. And the selection committee, the selection will not consider your location. They don't care about your location. They will just only check your child's test performance and just give them an offer. So, but the traveling time, transport is a big matter. So depending on your own circumstances, you need to choose the reasonable school, which is easy to travel, which is good for your child. So if you're not sure about the school choices, okay, that's why I'm here. I will help you. So during the application period, I'm more than welcome to talk to you about the school choices. If you have a difficulty, trouble with the school choice, please consult with us. Okay. So another question is, so once we have 2 school choices, what will happen if the school, the first school is not available, but second school is available? Then you will get second school offer. That's quite normal. But some parents ask whether any penalty to choose the second school as the second choice, not first choice. You don't have to worry about the school choice order. Individual OC school will choose their own students. So there are different selection committee meeting to choose the students. So they don't communicate to each other, As long as your child achieves a certain minimum entry scores, they will get they will offer the places. So if both schools are available to get an offer, then the selection, the other selective education team will choose which school should be the offered school. So it's kind of, they will just manage the all the result, and they will give you just 1 school, not 2 schools, so according to your preference. Okay, so last July, Year 4 students tried a new OC exam question, which is written by the British company Cambridge Assessment, UK. And the test will be 3 tests consisting of 3 sections: the reading test, mathematical reasoning test, and thinking skills. So 25 questions in 30 minutes for reading, 35 in 40 minutes, 30 minutes. So altogether 90 questions in 1 hour, 4 minutes. It will be test paper-based format. So they failed to implement online test. So they decide to move back to paper test since last year. So it will be paper-based test. Yeah. And when they assess the overall performance, it will be, each test component will be equally weighted. Yeah. So thinking skill, 1/3, reading test 1/3, mathematical 1/3. So all equal weight. Yeah. So our students should focus on all 3 sections. And also, if your child is weak in reading, then other sections should be higher enough to compensate. Like mathematical reasoning or thinking skill should be higher, yeah, so to compensate. Yeah. So it's equal weight. Okay. And previously there was the school mark that was provided by the school principal, mathematics and English. But from this year, there will be no school assessment scores. So that means only the test performance, the test result, test score would be the only consideration that will make a result. And in late October, parents will be notified about the outcome, their child's outcome. So just go to the portal website again, and then you can see, you can check out the result. Yeah. The outcome, there are 4 indications: offer, reserve, not applicable, unsuccessful. Yeah. Offer means congratulations, you got offer from this school. Yeah. Reserve means we cannot give you the initial offer, but you are in reserve list. So if there is a places available later, you may get a subsequent offer. Yeah. So second round. Yeah. And there is a reserve band like A to F. Yeah. So A is the best. That means your child is at the front, around top 10% in the list. Yeah. Not applicable means you chose 2 schools. If you already got an offer from higher choice, first choice, second school will not be considered, so not applicable. Yeah. Unsuccessful means failed. Yeah. Okay. So once you log into the portal website, it will be looks like this. Yeah. Outcome. This is the outcome screen. Yeah. In this case, example students. She applied for the big craft number 1 and the second Euro, and not enough score to get in big craft at the beginning, just reserve F, reserve band F, and you got offer from Euro Public Schools offer. Yeah. Then you need to click accept to secure the place. If you decline, then someone else from the reserve list will get an offer later. So you need to press X accept. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Another change is the test report. Yeah. Previously, the outcome letter contains all the breakdown of the test mark and also school mark when they use the school mark, and overall placement score out of 120, something like that. But from this year, they changed the report format, which is performance report, so-called performance report, just shows the band. So top band, which is top 10%, and second band, which is top 25%, and band 3 means above 50%, and band the bottom band, which is lower than 50%. So they just show the band. So that means it's very hard to figure out the entry score. Okay? And the Department of Education said they will no longer release or disclose any entry scores. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why we need another data. So Pre-Uni college has a huge number of exam result data, according to the OCTTC, all the internal tests at Pre-Uni college. So we need to use those data to assess the school choice. Yeah. So that's why large scale of exam data is become very important. Yeah. Just using the performance band, you're not going to have any idea about the school choice. So we will figure out according to your child's performance. Okay, so we just collect all the test information, question information from our year 4 students last July. Yeah, so we got all the information about OC exam questions. So let's find out what kind of test questions appeared in the test. Okay, section 1, reading test, 25 questions in 30 minutes. Yeah. The questions are all multiple choice, and they are based on the diverse range of text. And it seems like they want to assess range of reading skill, comprehension skills. So there are different genres, such as youth fiction, sometimes non-fiction, poetry, information text, magazine article, and some traditional tales. Yeah? So our students should read a lot. Yeah. Lots of reading experience, and reading speed, reading skill, yeah, and skimming skill, and very good vocabulary skill will make big difference in the reading test score. Yeah. So this year, out of 25, 6 questions from the youth fiction, the narrative. And there were 5 questions from one poem. So they show the poem, and students should annotate all the poem, yeah, the text, like a simile, metaphor, intention from the author, something like that. Yeah. And there are some information text that cover 6 questions, and also 4 short text, which is quite similar theme. It's 8 questions altogether. 25 questions, all are multiple choice, and reading. It's all about reading comprehension. So we know the stimulus text from this year's exam. It will be appeared in the OCTTC anyway, so they will have a chance to try. Yeah. When we asked about the test difficulty, more than 60% students said the reading was the most challenging test because of the amount of reading time. Very time consuming, So for the reading test, we need to make them read a lot and get a quick idea, pick the main idea from the text very quickly, to save the time. the next level was thinking skill, and then the mathematical reasoning was quite okay for all our students. It was quite okay. 35 question, 40 minutes. Yeah. So mathematical reasoning test is also multiple choice question, and there are 5 options: A, B, C, D, and E. Yeah. So 5 options to make it confused. Yeah. But it was okay for most of our students. Yeah. Mathematical reasoning. Yeah. So the test just assesses student ability to apply the mathematical understanding and knowledge to the problem. So the question drawn from the range of mathematical contents like number, algebra, space, geometry, data, measurement. So I think our mathematical math lesson was quite high standard. So as long as you try to just complete our WMT mathematical reasoning part, you don't have to worry too much about this. Yeah. I just choose some sample question. Yeah. So this is this kind of question, mathematical reasoning test. So in this question, you need to quickly figure out the relation between 3 numbers, and you can easily find out the number on the right is the sum of number at the top and number on the left. Yeah. So the missing parts should be 47 minus 19, which is 28. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, easy. Yeah. It's a bit tricky. Yeah. You need some special awareness skills, like there is a cubic, identical cubes glued together make one object, and you look at the object from all directions. How many faces is not visible? Yeah? How many faces? Yeah. So you need to figure out the quickest way. Yeah? Yeah. You get the idea? Yeah. All the hidden faces all together, 25. So you need to calculate the sum of all the faces. Yeah? Just write down all the invisible faces and then adding up. Yeah, one more sample question in mathematical reasoning. Yeah, the coin is flipped 4 times. How many of the following results are impossible? Impossible. Yeah. Okay, equal number of header and tail. Yes, it's possible. 2 heads and 2 tails. Yeah. 3 heads and 3 tails. Is it possible? You just flipped 4 times. So we can quickly find the answer, which is just 1. The no head. Yes, all of them should be tail. 4 tails, and 2 more head and 1 tail. Yep. So 3 head and 1 tail. So there is only 1 impossible cases, which is 3 head and 3 tail. This kind of mathematical reasoning question will be tested. So I don't think it'll be a big problem. Okay, so the last section, which is thinking skill test, it consists of 30 questions in 30 minutes, which is just 1 minute. So it's very just 1 minute per question. It should be very quick. 30 minutes. It's a bit challenging. So the 4 multiple choice, A to D. And mainly the thinking skill test is to assess students' ability in critical thinking and problem solving. So it will require students verbal reasoning skills, spatial awareness, and numerical reasoning skills. Yeah, and then it will be a bit tricky. Yeah, it contains lots of verbal reasoning skills questions. Yeah, so I just picked some of the sample question in thinking skill like this. Yeah, so they need to find the fastest step to get an answer. Yeah. Okay, these questions came from the Department of Education website. So you can download and you can try by yourself. And I just picked some of the sample to give some brief idea about the test style. Yeah. So in this case, yeah, there's one mark placed on the string initially. After it has been folded once, two more marks have been placed on the string. And then second time, fourth time, just folding and do it again. So you need to draw the final result. How many sections will be at the end after just yeah. So yeah. So once you marked every time, there'll be 7 marks equally spaced along the string, and that means 8 sections. So 4 centimeter long for each section. Then that means 4 times 8. That means 32. So the problem is just 1 minute to figure out this kind of question. 1 minute. So that means your child should practice a lot with this kind of question and get better idea what is the best way to solve the question within a minute. Yeah. Yes, this is kind of evaluating evidence. Yeah. So there is a statement, and if the statement is true, which claim is correct, and something like that, yeah. Which is the most suitable evidence to support the statement. Yeah. In this case, the statement is like plastic pollution in our oceans is not just a problem for the creatures that live there. It affects us human too. Yeah. So the statement should provide a reason to support the claim. The plastic pollution in our ocean affect us too. So as you can see, one such reason is that the pollution affect the food that we eat. So the option D is the strongest evidence. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This kind of critical thinking skill will be assessed during the thinking skill test. So this is another example, whenever Mr. Rod favorite team loses, he always put him in a bad mood. And when he is in bad mood, he always gives us extra homework. Yeah. So we know the class get extra homework when Mr. Rod team has lost. Yeah. But in this case, Wei said we got extra homework last week. That means Mr. Rod team must have lost. But there might be another reason why they got extra homework. So Wei's claim is incorrect. Therefore, Dylan's claim is correct. Okay? Interesting, eh? Yeah. Okay. Logical analysis. This is another example of the thinking skill. 3 balls, each of which is either red or yellow. So 3 balls, which is yellow or red. Line a straight line on a pool table. Okay? And he strikes the first ball, which is red ball. Then the ball hits the middle ball, and the middle ball hits the last ball, which is yellow. So we know the first ball is red, the last ball is yellow. So on this information, which one of the following statements must be true? Yeah. So you need to think about if the middle ball is red or if the middle ball is yellow, two cases. Then you can think about this. If middle ball is red, the red ball will hit yellow. If middle ball is yellow, then it will hit another yellow. Yeah. So as you can see, red ball hit a yellow ball. That's the correct one. Yeah. Either cases, you can see red ball hit yellow ball. So option B is correct. Okay. There are many, many interesting questions you can try. Yeah. This is just one of the example. So yeah, we have very good strategy to prepare for the exam. So our program is very well organized, as you may know. Yeah. So WMT course from term 4 WMT, we will put more focus on reading comprehension and thinking skills. Yeah. More practice in those challenging parts. Yeah. And also we will start OC foundation course, so-called OCFC. Yeah. And from next year, term 1 until the exam, OC trial test course, which is OCTTC. And from this spring holiday, yeah, we will start OC preparation program, which is spring holiday course. And also the next autumn, winter, all are focusing on the OC exam. Yeah, quite high challenging level. Yeah. So through the WMT, you can build up a strong foundation for the all essential knowledge for the test. And then you can practice and do the practice with the testing condition through using the trial test question, in OC foundation course and OCTTC. Okay? And also utilizing the school holiday period to make them maintain their achievement level. Then these all courses are quite closely connected with the cyber school, and we will provide lots of revision material as well, so that you can continue your practice even after the class. Okay. So as I mentioned before, we need to collect as many performance data as possible to give you the right consultation and advice. Yeah? So we have vast question banks, and we already have very large scale of the test performance data, and we can figure out what sort of schools can be the most possible schools for your child. Yeah. So please continue with us, then we will try to make achieve your goal. Okay. Yeah. So there are many small coaching schools in Sydney. It's very small, yeah. And they always claim that they have the best outcome and best students, small group tutoring. But the problem is they cannot produce this kind of large enough performance data for the accurate analysis. Yeah. Because they have only very small number of students just around their area. On the other hand, Pre-Uni New College, we have more than 2,000, 3,000 students each year, year 3 or 4, around New South Wales. So we have the right system to manage and analyze the student performance data from top achievers to standard. Yeah. We can have very clear idea what sort of school choices they need to choose. Yeah? And also we are putting lots of realistic exam questions, and we will try to give you the accurate advice for the exam and maximize the success rate. Okay. So yeah, year 3, next year, year 4, they are all focusing on OC exam. If you prepare for the OC exam, that means you are already start preparing for the selective school test as well. So in the selective school exam, the only difference is the writing test. So writing test will be another test in year 5, year 6 selective school exam. But during year 3 and year 4, we will put more focus on reading comprehension and thinking skill. That means critical thinking and mathematical reasoning. So we will provide all the up-to-date curriculum from term 3. Okay. And also, I'd like to emphasize the cyber school activity. So check the module work every week and find an area which your child needs to put more focus on. And the video lesson, watch the video lesson, and just to make them fully understand the module concept every week. And then, there is a revision question they can try to assess the understanding for the week. And check the result and do it again. And if they need more explanation, attend the Tuesday live lesson and catch up any part they couldn't understand. So walking through the practice question and understanding all the mistakes will be the best way to prepare for the test and make a full potential by the exam date. Okay. So the OC trial test course is the most popular courses for year 3 and 4. And we will start from term 4, starting with OCFC, which is very effective springboard for the OCTTC. And before they start OCTTC, OCFC make it feel more confident to complete the OCTTC. OCTTC, the test paper, the exam level is very high. So they, without any strong foundation, it's going to be very hard. So that's why we will offer OC foundation course from term 3 first, and then from new year they can easily adapt with OC trial test environment. Okay, and we want to make them very good the test taking skill and manage their time, speed, and avoid any silly mistakes, and make them full more confidence for the exam without any exam nerve. Okay. So the OC foundation course will be slightly different from the OC trial test course because this is foundation study. So the 11 weeks we will just divide into main essential question topics in 10 parts, and then they will do the topic lesson and also do the trial test. So they will have a very good idea about the exam topics first. So every week they will do the reading and mathematical reasoning and thinking skill practice. So people starting next year's OCTTC. So it will provide head start for the 2023 OCTTC. So this is a standard timetable, as you can see. First week, English week, and the following week, mathematical reasoning and thinking skill week. So in the first week, they will focus on reading, comprehension skills, and practice tests. So as you can see, the reading require more practice. So 2 practice during the reading week and during the MR mathematical reasoning and thinking skill on another week. So they will complete 5 sets of foundation test. And the last week, which is week 11, we will ask them to try the OC trial test style, full set of OC trial exam. And then you will get the feedback with the report. So it is start from term 3. So we will open Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. From the head office. Okay. So OCTTC, including OCFC, will be very essential course who are aiming for the OC placement. So from term 4 until next year, winter, we will provide 26 trial test practice. Yes, 11 weeks, 5 days, 11 weeks, and just the last holiday practice, 5 days before the exam, which is end of April. Yeah. And then they will see for the exam. Okay. Yeah. So more detailed information will be released in term 4. Yeah. So when we asked our year 4 students about how was the exam difficulty overall difficulty, they said it was okay. Yeah. It seems like easier than our OCTTC. Yeah. So nearly 90% students said it was okay. It was good for OC exam. Yeah. So I feel very confident to recommend you to continue the WMT and start OCTTC during next year. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So in a sentence, no pain, no gain. There's no shortcut to make it succeed. Yeah? You know, we tried our best to provide as many study materials as possible, but if you don't use it, it's gonna be there is no result. You know? All tasks we ask, we expect to your students should be completed in a timely manner, so that we can expect a very good outcome next year. Yeah. So please make sure your child's study is consistent and on a regular basis, and using all available cyber school practice questions. Yeah. Okay. So make them motivate. Yeah. Good target for the OC. It's a very good target. Yeah. Before the selective school exam, and we will help you. We will try our best to help you, and during the application, I will help you to make the suitable school choices. So, we'd like to make our students learn, grow, develop to their full potential by the end of the term, and we have to value all our role, to make them success. Yeah, your engagement, your support in all aspects of your study will shape your child's learning and enhance their educational outcome. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you have found this webinar useful, informative, get better idea. I'm not sure. And get a better idea about the preparation for the next year's OC exam. Yeah. Okay, so we have more than 500 audience tonight. So heaps of questions from the parents here. I'm not sure whether I can answer all these questions. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to enroll for the OC Foundation course, just contact the office and make a booking. We have very limited number of places for each session, so you better book early. Yeah, there is no special website for the booking. You better contact either by email or over the phone, please. Yeah. So there is no writing test in OC exam. Yeah, only 3 sections: reading, mathematical reasoning, and thinking skill. Okay. So during the OCFC and OCTTC, yes, you can track the question your child missed outside the school. You can choose maximum 2 schools, minimum 1. Yeah. So 2 schools. Yeah. First and second. So 2 schools. Thank you. Yeah, very useful session. Thank you very much. Okay, so the application will start from April next year. So you may contact from April for the consultation. So usually to get a better consultation, we should have your child's OC trial test performance data. Yeah. Just the WMT term test result is not enough to judge your child's ability or the achievement level. Yeah. So please start OC trial test from term 1 next year. And okay. Yeah. So yeah. It's nearly 1 hour. Okay, I will have all your questions, and if there are questions who are most frequently asked one, I will make a Q&A section on Cyber School, and I will place all the answers for you. Okay, so yeah, we need to wrap up all the session tonight. Yeah, so. Lastly, just a quick note that the term 3 is coming to a close. So the spring holiday and term 4 enrollment are now open. So please check out our newsletter. And I highly recommend to use this holiday period before the new term starts. Okay. So, and also please don't miss out our early bird discount offer. Yeah, that will be available until 24th of September for the spring holiday and 26th of September for the term 4 enrollment. Yeah. We are also accepting the online payment as well. Yeah. So thank you for joining the webinar, and I hope to see you again next term with updated information. Thank you. Have a great evening.